Welcome to the Party Chat Podcast. Your official grief counselors, Peyton, James, Dylan, and Brent here to coach you through whatever trauma you just went through. Maybe your grandparents died before you were born, and you just are looking for attention and something to be sad about. You don't really have anything valid.
Maybe
Why
are you
your
going
team
by
lost in
your
the Super Bowl. Like, that sucks. I don't know. Be better.
yeah,
I don't know.
Buccaneers
Just get over it.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's like, how much was the pirate selling his ear of corn for, Am I right?
We'll never know.
Yeah.
I like the Raiders. This week we watched two Adam Sandler movies. One was
We lived.
loud, annoying, grating, just a terrible experience all around. And then the other was Hubie Halloween.
I was about to make that exact same joke.
That was a good bait and switch. I know. I thought about it on the way here, and I'm like, nah, that's low-hanging fruit. But,
I don't know. It's like the, Red Letter Media's, like, intros for, like, today we watched.
Sure.
Today we watch. Well, who wants to start us in on Adam Sandler? Or are we going to talk about our week?
Sure.
You
Actually,
guys had a week.
How was the game?
It was really boring. I'm not going to lie to you. I just really regretted it. And, it was hyped up. They're like, it's the best Super Bowl ever. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
The Weeknd had, an halftime show performance.
I heard The Weeknd.
Yeah.
He was in one of the movies.
Yeah, actually, he is.
Yeah.
I
think that was appropriate. Because I was
I don't know why he was in that movie, but he was.
I was like, hey, I know you. It's the guy. I said out loud in front of everybody, guys, you may not know this, but he got his start in Uncut Gems. Have you heard of Uncut Gems?
Actually, Uncut
and then everybody
Gems
pointed
was
at me and told me to sit down.
Debut.
It's Kevin Garnett's film debut. Because I remember starting the movie and being like, is that NBA superstar Kevin Garnett? Oh, guys, not to flex here or anything, but I am the only person here who has been in the same room twice with one of the stars of Uncut Gems.
Oh,
I have seen Kevin Garnett in person twice, playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. And I'm going to flex a little bit more here. I saw him play with the Minnesota Timberwolves, his first team.
That's a cool name for a team.
Yeah, they got cool colors, cool logo. I like it. They have a cool aesthetic.
Grizzlies are cooler, though, because Bears are cool. I like Bears a lot.
You should see the Grizzlies colors when they were in Vancouver. They're dope. But then they moved to Memphis.
The only good teams are teams that have good names and logos.
Oh yeah.
All other teams are bad.
There are barely any cool names in soccer.
I know that. It's just like
Manchester United.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
But don't forget about their fierce rival, Manchester City.
Oh fuck.
What about Tottenham with their stupid roofs?
With their Hotspur?
Stop talking. Okay, Liverpool. All right, Liverpool.
I don't know.
Place tasting right now. All right, you want to go there? You want to go there?
Honestly,
with me?
I think the coolest name in the league is probably Wolves.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I bet there's a bunch of
Sheffield has the coolest logo though.
German names
that
are cool.
They've got a pirate logo. That's sick.
Yeah.
But
then
I was
got
gonna say
West Bromwich Albion.
Dude, don't get me started on my West Brom stuff. I hate them. They're gonna get
move
relegated.
Oh, they're gone, man. And Sheffield are gone too.
Yeah, they both have 2 wins. But
Sheffield has 8 points.
We need to move away.
Back to Kevin Garnett, star of Uncut Gems. I saw Kevin Garnett the year that he won the NBA championships, and he kicked the shit out of the Grizzlies. And it was my birthday too, and I was really excited to go to a Grizzlies game. They just got their ass handed to them by Kevin Garnett. Speaking of getting your ass handed to you by Kevin Garnett, Uncut Gems stars Adam Sandler and apparently Idina Menzel, which was a shock to me, who did not sing any Disney songs. And I was a little upset, but that's okay. I'll let it go.
I'm going to stop recording right now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't blame you. I'm just going to cut that. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Gonna wrap? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You should play the outro music right there. It's like a bait and switch.
I'll play the Fortnite.
The outro.
Dance
We don't have outro.
play the Fortnite default dance music, and then we'll just come back in. And then we'll just pretend. Nothing happened.
And we're back.
I don't understand what's going on. I feel like a vegetable right now, like one of the human vegetables. And I'm just sitting and like viewing the world from this like disabled perspective, and I don't understand what's going on. People are talking about freaking football teams and basketball and Uncut Gems or whatever. Yeah,
Why doesn't somebody just cut the gems?
I know. They're just sitting there
This
uncut,
movie-
and it's
the movie
really
wouldn't
somebody
be any
fart?
different.
Somebody fart?
No, that came out of Brent's end.
Brent, did
What?
I
you
don't know what
fart?
that was.
Did you fart?
what? No,
It sounded like a
Sound like a
a
toot.
fart.
Yeah, it sounded like a toot, dude.
Little poot.
huh?
Yeah, that was a little poot, dude.
Huh? That
Coming out of
noise?
it was like a poot coming out of your poot.
I think he's
pouch.
just moving his mic.
Oh yeah, sounds like flatulence.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Nah, that's my train of thought now.
So Uncut, I despise this movie. I'll
You
be
genuinely,
honest.
or you just?
I genuinely hated this movie.
Okay.
When I was talking in the group chat about just I skipped to the end of this movie. I did not like this movie. I watched an hour and 30 minutes of this movie,
Now,
and
were
I
you
felt like
drunk?
I was going insane. Yeah, it was probably because of the slight intoxication. But it was just like it's
Just,
just
like,
like
ruin your
people
anxiety.
talking over. Oh yeah,
Yeah, the whole
It's
movie
like
is just literally
people-
people talking over each other.
it's just people talking over each other, and I couldn't tell what was going on. And it's just
Yes,
oh
felt
my
like
god.
Thanksgiving at my mother's house.
It really was. It was like what? It was like joining a really loud, like annoying Discord call with like 10 people.
We've
on
never
it.
had any of those before.
So Uncut Gems was really loud and annoying. I only watched an hour and 30 minutes of it. I'll be honest. That's my I couldn't take it anymore.
So did you actually watch all of Hubie Halloween too?
I did watch. I actually legitimately enjoy Hubie Halloween.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna save my thoughts for Hubie Halloween towards the end.
It's like, yeah, we'll talk about it later. I enjoyed it more than Uncut Gems. I could tell what was going on. It never annoyed me. It never made my head hurt. You could blame my experience with Uncut Gems on alcoholic factors, but point stands. I didn't watch all of the movie. I just skipped to the end. I was like, yeah. Okay, I don't think it needed to be 2 hours long. I think it could have been an hour and 30 minutes because that's all I watched, and that's all it really needed to be. Wait, no, I watched an hour and 15 minutes. That was a lie.
I think for my bachelor party, I'm just gonna get us all a shit ton of Adderall, and we're just gonna watch Uncut Gems.
No.
That sounds like the
No.
worst possible
No.
ending of that movie.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
want you all to be miserable and on edge.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about why I love Uncut Gems,
Just
or at
talk
least
about
why
it.
it's like
Let's
top
go.
5 for me.
Top 5, favorite movies in general.
No, of 2019.
Oh, 2019.
I should have prefaced with it's top 5 movies of mid 2019.
Same year Parasite came out. We need
Yeah,
to watch
Parasite honestly is
That's
probably
probably a
number
better
one.
movie.
I still haven't seen Parasite. We'll probably save that for a podcast too.
Yeah, Parasite.
I need to watch that.
One of the best movies ever, probably. That's all I'll say for now. Just that it's on top 5 for me. Peyton, what's your first impressions?
Adam Sandler can act.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Well,
oh, hey.
He's proved it before with Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I haven't seen him act in anything.
It's a
What
phenomenal
about
movie.
The Wedding Singer?
I've seen my experience is everything. I've seen every single Adam Sandler movie except for the ones that people are like, oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm
the
like,
ones
no,
where he can actually tries to act in.
Well, he acted pretty well in Waterboy.
Yeah, little known fact, something Brent holds over my head pretty frequently is that we went and saw Jack and Jill in theaters together.
Yeah, I couldn't
So we
escape
have that trauma bond, and I'm not a big Adam Sandler hater. I'm not a guy that's just
no.
I'm like Jack and Jill grown ups. Well, it's actually
Yeah.
he's not my favorite. I'm not a big fan either. I don't worship Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
I don't like Billy Madison at all.
To be
honest.
It's kind of into me, but the
I
point
just
is
don't find it very funny.
Yeah, he's not my type, I guess. like compatibility, like dating wise.
Yeah,
No,
you're
like
not sexually attracted to him.
yeah, I'm not. It's like Adam Sandler just doesn't do it for me,
I'll be honest, I'm
Right,
not
right, right.
either.
But he was genuinely like outstanding in this. He was
Yeah.
great and absolutely
hated
fucking
him in this
robbed
movie.
of an Oscar nomination. Like that dude got
Yeah, man.
robbed.
Uncut Gems was robbed in general.
Yeah,
This
no,
movie wasn't nominated for a single Academy Award.
yeah.
Probably like made the
Apparently
old men's brains hurt.
Yeah, because The Irishman was apparently like big trash, and it got like nominated just because it like was like Martin Scorsese.
I haven't seen it.
Everybody was like pissed that like The Irishman got nominations and Uncut Gems didn't.
Yeah.
It's like stop the A24
Yeah.
slander. Like the Oscars just hate A24.
Performance-wise, I think honestly everyone brought their A game. Like Adam
Mhm.
Sandler was phenomenal. Julia Fox was great, and this was her first movie.
And Kevin Garnett's first.
And Kevin Garnett was great.
I'm a big Kevin Garnett guy.
Yeah.
I love him. The Weeknd is in this.
The Weeknd is in it for about 5 minutes.
The Weeknd.
My boy, The Weeknd.
His
I love
voice
The Weeknd.
annoyed me.
He has some good songs.
His voice
Okay,
is
good.
bad.
I'm glad we have that, JD. It's like, I have like this slight thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
do I kind of like The Weeknd? And like it happens every now and then. I'm like, do I?
Yeah.
I
I think
don't like the way he
one of the
talks.
reasons, Brent, I love this movie is the reasons why you hate it is how fast the movie is and how everyone talks over each other, and the way the camera is like always, or not always, but it films at a close up for a lot of the movie, and it makes you feel very uneasy.
This movie, it did feel like kind of a documentary. Like it didn't feel like a movie. It felt like you were watching some guy just be a dumbass.
Yeah, he makes a lot of bad decisions in the movie.
He's just a walking...
based on his gambling addiction.
Yeah, but I just kind of have a pet peeve of people talking over each other. I can't freaking stand it. Although I've been doing that like this entire time.
Yeah, that's all we do in this podcast.
Yes, it's the Let's Talk Over Each Other podcast.
Well, when listening like multiple people talk over each other, not like just two people, but like it's like a cacophony to me. Like lunch, it reminded me of like the lunch school, the school lunchroom, where it's just like a million people talk. I can't stand it. It gives me like PTSD.
It's one of the few movies where I actually recommend turning subtitles on when you're watching it. Just
I honestly thought about doing that.
24/7 subtitles all the time.
Like turning off the audio and just like reading it. I couldn't stand the way. Like I stopped watching at the buzzer bit where he's like trying to buzz them in.
Oh, that's like my favorite scene in the movie.
I hated that. It was loud and annoying.
It's so tense. It's so anxious.
It really isn't. I didn't have any emotional stake in Adam Sandler's character at all.
Well, yeah, that's because you didn't like the movie.
Well, no, I didn't like his character at all. I didn't care about what happened to him. Because he just, it's like, you made dumb decisions. I get you care about your family, but you're just doing dumb things, my guy. Like, I can't really...
Yeah, well, he has a genuine problem.
Yeah, I know, but like...
He's genuinely unhealthy.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, I know, but like, I can't really feel sorry for him. He's still an asshole. You know, it's like someone can have like a genuine like alcohol addiction, but when they're drunk and being an asshole, it's like,
I definitely didn't necessarily feel sorry for him, but I found him so interesting to watch.
I didn't.
I always wanted to know what was going to happen next.
Yeah, I was just kind of like annoyed the whole film.
Yeah, because he just keeps digging himself into a deeper and deeper hole. And man, how the fuck are you going to get out of this?
It was an interesting movie to watch the night, like, or around the Super Bowl, because all my Twitter feed was last night is people talking about how much money they lost. Because sports betting is legal in Tennessee now, so like everybody does it. Because like you literally just get like an app on your phone and you're just like, I'm gonna throw $5 down like on this game, and like everybody, it's just like, then you see on Twitter people just losing millions of dollars casually. So that was already like on my brain. But yeah, like people just got like, people be gambling, dude. Dudes be gambling. Like Adam Sandler be gambling.
He ruined his life, literally, just because of his addiction.
Kevin Garnett, it ruined his life. It was his mission. He's the true antagonist of the film.
Yeah. Well, actually,
he strategically mastermind.
Actually, the Opal is the actual antagonist of the film.
Yeah, the Opal is like a monkey paw.
It's got some bad juju.
I don't like Opal because it sounds like an old woman's name.
I did like the very beginning beginning of this movie with Ethiopia, just because I like Ethiopia as a country. I like the Chinese businessmen, because China's trying to get real big into investing in African countries. That was cool. I like the zoom in to the opal. I like the music is pretty good too. Although I really kind of hated the way it was mixed in the movie because it's constantly drowning out everything, and it just adds to the cacophony that is this movie.
Yeah, which is very much done on purpose.
Yeah, I get that. But, you know, if someone's screaming on your ear, in your ear, it's still on purpose, but, you still find it annoying. Like, their screaming might have artistic merit.
Not in this movie.
It's annoying to me.
I disagree.
And we're gonna have our first fight on the podcast.
Well, again, like this is just me, my personal like this isn't
me personally
disparaging the artistic integrity of this movie or anything. I just really hate loud noises and being. I did not like this movie.
And I get it. Like there is a big group of people that don't like this movie at all.
I agree with them.
And like I get it. But
I don't like how many times Adam Sandler said, "I'm coming." I came. I didn't like that.
Yeah, holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, it's not. I did not need to ever hear Adam Sandler
all I heard it was in like partial like Rich Evans voice.
Because he kind of said it like that.
Yeah. Adam Sandler looks right into the camera and he goes, "I'm gonna come."
Adam Sandler's not an attractive man, I'll be honest. Someone who finds
he's even less attractive in this movie.
He really isn't. It's not. He's like 50 years old.
How can we make Adam Sandler uglier?
Yeah, I don't know. In all of his movies, he always has like a sexy girlfriend. Even in this one, he did too.
He does, yeah.
It does tie into like a plot, but it's still creepy to me because he's like.
Well, yeah, it is.
Dude's like 90 years old.
He's 90.
Yeah, he's like Adam Sandler's like 120 years old in this movie. Like,
it's like, why do you got like a 20-year-old girlfriend?
Because he has money.
Yeah, I know that he should be using to pay off his debt, but he doesn't because he's a dum-dum that doesn't know how to manage his finances.
Adam Sandler's got financial problems.
He's definitely a dum-dum.
He's a
dum-dum.
He's
a really interesting dum-dum to watch.
It's just kind of frustrating. It's like, just pay off your debts, you dum-dum. You're not even betting anything right now. You're just buying terrible things. Just pay off your debt. It's not hard. You have the money to pay off your debt. Just pay it off.
Like halfway in the movie, he's sitting on his throne of shake weights that he bought from as seen on TV in the strip mall, and he's like, I should fix my finances. But then he doesn't.
He just buys all that shit from as seen on TV. He's got like 20 chia pets.
He's got a cheetah print Snuggie on his shake weight throne.
I did like the end of the film when he gets shot in the head, though.
Dude, that came out of nowhere.
It did.
Yeah.
It did, especially for me.
Because, like, you know, like, movies, it's like, when somebody dies, like, it's like a long, dramatic take. It's like, oh, it's about to happen. He's just, literally, it takes about 3 seconds just to shoot him in the head, and he just falls on the ground. And there's not even, like, a slow-mo fall or shot or musical cue.
It just shows
like, no, he's just dead.
Reflection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that too. It shows his reflection at the top of the mirror.
It was really nice, but there's no way I was going to get through the hour that it would take to get me to understand why he died there.
I love how the whole movie is just a space of like nonstop, like anxiety-inducing ride, and then at the end, like it's that snapshot of him getting shot, and like that breaks, like that's like the end of the movie, and it's like a perfect like final way to end his character.
Yeah. So why did the guy shoot him? He was just like wanting to steal his.
Yeah,
but then he shot his mob boss. Well, yeah, but then he shot his mob boss too.
He was just done with him. Done with his shit.
He was just done with his shit.
Well, yeah, but then he shot his mob boss too.
But he was done with his shit too because he's the one that got him into this.
Yeah, he was done with the debt collector. He was like, hey, fuck you, fuck your shit, all of you. Just go start shooting some heads here.
I don't know. I didn't like that guy.
Which also makes me wonder the fate of his girlfriend. Because, like, she doesn't know he's dead, so she's probably going to go back to the store, and they're probably going to wait for her because she has, like, $1 million on her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't really care about her or any character in this film, really. They're all just kind of jerks or unrelatable or
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I didn't really see the point is to care about them, but more just to
Yeah.
watch them and how interesting they are to watch.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't really find them interesting. I found them loud and annoying. Like, I don't know. Like, if I see a dog, I'm like, that's a cute dog, and then the dog starts barking. I'm like, that's an ugly dog. I don't like that dog anymore. I'm gonna go get away from this dog. That's
Wow,
my
it's really
thoughts.
easy for you not to like things.
When they're loud, yes. I don't like cacophonies. I don't like loud things.
What else did you like about it, Peyton?
Really, just
Hey,
Kevin
God.
Garnett. Kevin Garnett was my favorite. Okay. No, were just two very unsettling movies in a row. Like, I don't want to. I really harped on that last week too, but I was just genuinely not as much, not unsettled in the same way Come and See did, but just constantly just anxious.
Yeah, I think the scene that got me the most was the betting scene when Kevin Garnett and Adam Sandler's like uncle or whatever both betting on the Opal.
Oh God.
Yeah, like watching it the second time, I already knew what was gonna happen, but I was still like losing my mind, and I was still so stressed.
Kevin Garnett's scary, man. I
Yeah.
was like, I just, ugh,
Well, he's so
ugh.
tall, and they film him like camera like pointing, angling up at him, so he looks even bigger than he actually is.
Yeah, the camera work was really good too.
Oh yeah, camera work's amazing.
A24, they got some good shit. They're
Yeah.
on a roll.
Honestly, like weirdly enough, I could probably watch this movie like now. Like that's how
No,
much I love it, and I think it's
could not.
rewatchable.
Can we make Brent watch Hereditary at Midsommar next week?
I could watch Come and See like a million times over.
Well, Brent, you can watch Come and See a million times. I can watch
Come
Uncut
and
Gems
See
like a
it
million
has
times.
it has good sound mixing.
Yeah, so does Uncut
nice
Gems.
yeah, but I don't like.
Come and See is a nice watch.
Come and See is a nicer watch. Like Uncut Gems, I just wanted it to end.
Yeah, it
I
shows
just-
like two different approaches to super anxiety and stressful inducing.
Yeah, that's like the other's like really tense, like through visuals and sound design, and then the other's just really just sound design, like people screaming at each other. I just really can't stand that. It's just personal preference.
Yeah, I really like the camera work and how it made it seem like claustrophobic.
Yeah, this is a real fucking dirty movie too. I feel
Yeah.
greasy after watching it. Like I needed a shower.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminded me of another movie I didn't watch all the way through. The night movie with the man with the Nightcrawler.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Nightcrawler.
I
dude.
couldn't
Yeah, I
get
like
through
that movie a lot.
Nightcrawler. I watched like the first like 30 minutes of it and it creeped me out too much, so I stopped watching it. Remind me of Nightcrawler.
That's a really good movie. You should give that another watch.
Yeah, but again, it's I don't know, causes me anxiety.
Yeah, and I totally get that where it's like people don't want to watch a movie that stresses them out and gives them
Yeah.
anxiety.
I mean, Come and See did too, but I don't know. I was like enthralled by Come and See. I was
Yeah.
like drawn to it.
Well, also Uncut Gems just grabs you and doesn't let you go until the very end of the movie.
It really doesn't give you any time to breathe.
No, yeah,
Even
there's
Come
barely
and
any time
See
to
gave you
process.
time to breathe.
The first time I watched, I was a little bit lost at certain points that was happening just because it was so fast.
Yeah.
And
It's-
everyone's
it's
talking
a
over each other.
very busy movie.
Yeah, it's constantly moving.
It's
There's
very
no-
New Yorky.
There's just no time to breathe ever.
Hmm.
I don't know. I enjoyed Hubie Halloween a lot more. I did not expect to say that at all. I genuinely did not, but I did. I did genuinely enjoy Hubie Halloween more than Uncut Gems.
I'm in the same boat with Brent. I loved Uncut Gems, but I also thought Hubie Halloween was surprisingly adequate.
It was
feels-
okay.
I
That's
mean,
the
our
thing.
standards are so low for like
Yeah.
that type of Adam Sandler movie, but this feels surprisingly thought out and competent as far
Yeah.
as like what we've had in the past, like effort and like thought was put into it to some degree.
I don't know if you guys saw my Letterboxd review, but I genuinely kind of enjoyed it. Like I had a pretty fun time.
It was
Watching
it
it.
was a comfort movie.
I laughed out loud multiple times.
Yeah, I did too.
The first time like out loud in the movie. Okay, no, I had all of his mother's T-shirts, like her thrift store
Owner donor.
T-shirts. Boner donor. the fart one.
I shaved my balls for this.
Yeah.
That was no, and the kid from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Chirag
Yeah.
and Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
when they like
cheese guy.
when they shove him in the grave and they're like, "It's what God would want." That was I
Yeah,
lost it there.
when he goes to the widow and he's like, no, this is a good thing.
Like, no, it's not disrespect. We want him in the grave.
I
The kid from
genuinely,
Stranger Things is in it.
Yeah, Noah Schnapp's in this.
Mm.
I genuinely can't remember the first time I laughed at the movie. I remember the last time I laughed at the movie, and that was in the middle of the movie, where I don't want to spoil it because it's a really good joke, but it's about the radio lady. That joke made me laugh.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil that. They cut that bit out. So I don't want to spoil that joke because it's a really good joke.
all right, I'll censor it.
Yeah. It's a good joke. I genuinely like that joke a lot. I was very surprised because they have that character like all throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I like Steve Buscemi in this movie.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
I like how in the Adam Sandler extended universe, Steve Buscemi is always playing a werewolf.
He's in his movies a lot.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
he's in Hotel Transylvania as a werewolf, so it's like it's a connection there, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
The
movie
joke,
was okay.
Yeah. The Rob Schneider joke didn't make me laugh at all. I actually kind of hated that.
I just don't like Rob Schneider
But I
as
think,
a person.
I think that's just because it was Rob Schneider, and I can't stand Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I'm morally opposed to Rob Schneider no matter what.
I kind of liked Rob Schneider in this movie. Not the fact that he was pissing everywhere, but like that bit where he was like, "I came to find my roommate." I was like, "That's kind of cute." That's kind of cute. But that was about
Some
it.
Rob Schneider moment.
Yeah, but yeah, Rob Schneider's he's a real Mickey Rooney. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm dying.
Can
He
you
reminds
guys give
me
your
of
best
every
impression
Rob
of,
Schneider performance
Sandler in this
reminds me
movie?
What'd you say, JD?
Can you give me your best Hubie impression?
I don't want to.
Just can anybody do like a generic Adam Sandler voice?
It really is. It's just
Be like, who did you do?
Or,
I'm Hubie Halloween.
hello, I'm Hubie Halloween.
That would not be very nice if they would do that.
Oh, whoa.
Hubie Dubois.
You know,
Why does he always have like a
else-
French last name?
Hubie.
Oh,
It wasn't his middle name like Doobie. Like,
No,
Hubie Doobie
that's just
Dubois.
like that. That's
I think
just
that was a Scooby Doo
Hubie-Dooby.
joke.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they call
I
him
found his
Scooby
voice
Dooby Doo.
kind of grating a bit. It was kind
I
of hard
got
to
used to
understand
it
what he
after
was
a while.
saying. Yeah, but even then, it kind of
Nah, I was just
Yeah, I'll
used
tell
to
you
it.
understand.
It's a movie where it doesn't matter what he's saying. Like, you
It
don't
really
really
doesn't.
need to pay attention.
I enjoyed this movie a lot because of the lack of any need to actually care what's going on.
Yeah, this is a perfect drunk movie.
I wish I watched it today in Uncut Gems yesterday.
Yeah, you should have
you
swapped
should
it,
have
honestly.
swapped. Yeah,
Well, I wasn't expecting to drink it today, I'll be honest. I just saw like this stuff on the shelves at the supermarket I work at. I was like, hey, I'll buy that today.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I was surprised to see Ben Stiller in this too in the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
reprising his role from Happy Gilmore.
When I saw Ben Stiller, I was like, oh no, Ben Stiller's in this movie. And then he was in it for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, I think it's like 30 seconds and he's gone.
Yeah, are there people that like genuinely like hate Ben Stiller?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think
I
really?
don't hate him.
I
but
know
he's-
two of my roommates, or a roommate I have now and an old roommate. Both of their moms met Ben Stiller, and they said he was the most rude person they had like ever met.
Oh no, I didn't mean to like call his character into question, but now that I'm aware of his antics, yeah. Are we gonna officially on this podcast cancel Ben Stiller?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see you later, Ben Stiller.
See
Did he,
audio. We play like a cannonball sound effect or something.
Did he like molest their mothers?
Well, I would hope not.
JD, let's backtrack a bit. You have had 2 roommates who both have had mothers that have met Ben Stiller.
One of my roommate's mothers was an extra in Night at the Museum 2.
Wait, there's 2 separate Ben Stiller stories.
Yeah, both involving JD's roommates' mothers.
So like, I was under the impression that like maybe they were friends and their moms were friends and they together had a shared Ben Stiller experience, but did they know?
No, this is 2 separate. No. This is 2 separate moms I've never met before.
Did your roommates know each other like before, like they were roommates?
We went to college together and then we became roommates like a little bit, like a couple years after we met.
But did like the Ben Stiller thing happen like before they were in college?
Yeah, no, it happened during the first one happened during Night at the Museum 2.
So your 2 roommates by like happenstance happened. The planets aligned, so that they both had mothers who had traumatic Ben Stiller experiences.
Yeah, the Ben Stiller
the universe
stars aligned for the galaxy.
This is more confusing than Uncut Gems.
It's really not.
It's got so many layers. It's like poetry. It rhymes. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around that. That's crazy. Okay, well now I want to hear the stories, but like
there's really they didn't tell me much. They just said like my one of my roommate's moms was an extra and at the museum too.
Yeah, Battle of the Smithsonian.
She's like yeah. She's in the background apparently. Like she's talking to Ben Stiller for a second. He said he was like the rudest person ever.
What about the other person's?
I don't remember that one very much. I know he said I think they met him at, like an airport.
Lightning really does strike twice.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel like I'm gonna have a Ben Stiller encounter like soon.
I really don't want to meet Ben Stiller.
He's just gonna spit on you.
Yeah, Brent's like we're giving Brent an irrational fear of like bumping into Ben Stiller somewhere.
I wouldn't mind bumping into him. I just wouldn't talk to him. I'd be like, oh look, it's Ben Stiller, and I would just walk away.
Would you acknowledge that you know who he is, or would you just treat him like a passerby?
I would just walk by him. I don't give a crap. The only I don't think there's any celebrity I would actually want to like that. Much less Ben Stiller, of all people.
You wouldn't want your picture taken with Ben Stiller?
No.
You wouldn't want to get a selfie?
One person I was looking for in this movie that I expected to show up but wasn't was Norm Macdonald, because he's in a lot of like Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
movies.
he is.
And he wasn't in this one. It made me kind of sad because I like Norm Macdonald.
I would
take a picture with Norm Macdonald.
Maybe he like voiced some random character in the background.
No, I looked at the credits too. He wasn't in the movie, which is really weird because Norm Macdonald will do anything, like for no pay. Like his whole like the show he's doing now, like he doesn't get paid for that. He's just doing it because it's fun.
For the love of the game.
Yeah. I like Norm Macdonald. Good chap.
Yeah, David Spade wasn't in this either.
No, that's who I was expecting to be the mental patient that escaped.
Same.
I was like, it's either Rob Schneider or David Spade.
Especially because of his hair. I was like, it's David Spade.
and no John Lovitz or
No.
What's his show's name?
No Chris Rock.
Ray Liotta.
Yeah, Chris Rock. That's what I was thinking of.
There was that one actor who looked like he was playing Chris Rock's part. Or at least the part where Chris Rock.
Oh, and freaking Nick Swartzen wasn't in this either.
I hate Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, I hate Nick Swartzen.
No, he wasn't in it either.
I just remembered who that is. I know. I have a aversion. Like as soon as you said that name, I kind of like recoiled.
Star of the hit film Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star.
I actually kind of like Kevin James in this movie. I like how they evolved his.
He was alright.
Don't say that around JD. JD's got beef with Kevin James.
I do have beef with Kevin James.
Well, I like how they evolved his normal like, I'm Kevin James. I'm a police officer persona by giving him a beard. I think that was a good character development for Kevin James. I like bearded Kevin James a bit.
Just call him a Muppet.
Looks like an '80s action hero.
Yeah, I mean, I liked his like character design. Not the best anime character, but good design.
I love his thermos.
His thermos
killed me every single
his
time.
sonic screwdriver ass thermos. Yeah.
At one point when he was like undoing the screw at the show, it was so bright I thought it was like a laser.
You thought somebody was shutting a laser like in your door.
I thought he was like no, I thought he was like shooting a laser out of his thermos and like breaking into the house that way.
Using it to cut glass.
Yeah.
I kind of there's a lot of poo-poo jokes in this movie.
There's
Gross out.
Steve Buscemi poops a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't very. I didn't really
Sir
appreciate
poops a
those
lot.
jokes. Like one of the first
His
jokes
shit
in
on the
movie
newspaper.
is Adam Sandler like projectile vomiting.
Yeah,
That's not very funny.
That wasn't that funny. Not every joke.
I laughed at the beginning of the movie just solely when he projectile vomited, just solely because I was like, oh, that's what I'm in for.
Yeah.
But then
Didn't
it
really
like
set
actually
the
was
mood
like,
very
oh,
well.
Yeah, but then I saw Boner Donor and I was like, all right.
yeah, I was like, boner donor, and then he keeps saying boner as mistake for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And my 12-year-old self loved it.
Dude, my 22-year-old self loved it.
So in this movie, I kind of don't like how like the end message was like, hey, don't make fun of people. They're pretty cool sometimes. When like every single other Adam Sandler movie is like constantly making fun of like people with disabilities or abnormalities. He's an unthinking, unfeeling golem of a man.
See, you're talking about this, and all I can think of is the mom shirt that says, "If you can read this, you're in farting range."
Yeah, I love the little target.
I like the joke, the running gag of like people constantly throwing things at him.
Yeah, that's
even when there's nobody around.
I brought that up
constant
earlier,
attack.
Especially when he was running in the forest and
like they're trying to kill him.
Yeah, they're throwing like axes at him.
Yeah. Beginning of the film, it's just like eggs or whatever, and then later on, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. I like the bit where bears throw things at him because I like bears.
Surprised they didn't just start shooting at him.
Yeah, they should have killed him. Honestly, I think that would have made for a better ending if he died.
If he died, and everyone's like, "Wow, we were assholes to Hubie."
Yeah.
And now he's dead.
Yeah, that would
It's
have
just
been
like
better.
a zoom in as he gets lowered into the same grave as the man who died earlier in the film.
No, don't you think it would have been full circle if he became a ghost?
No.
Because he preached ghost to the school kids, and then he comes to visit them later as a ghost.
You know, Adam Sandler, Hubie, he's kind of a dick sometimes. I think he needs to chill a little bit.
Yeah, he's
kind of ruining these people's Halloween to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, I get like the honor system thing. It's like, hey, you only need to take one of those, but he's like, he goes in there just like knocking beers out of hands, like cock blocking, left and right. It's like, dude, like
shutting parties down. Man. It's like, come on.
Every single movie he's in,
being stupid.
He plays a very silly character.
He's the straight man in Grown Ups, though.
I haven't watched.
He doesn't
Grown-Ups.
do anything in those movies, though. He's
like,
hey guys, you gotta watch it. Oh, you're all crazy. You're doing all kinds of antics. I'm Adam Sandler. Hey, you better watch. Well, that's his vacation movie, though.
I'm talking about the
every movie is his vacation
Adam Sandler movies.
No, he kind of committed to this one a little bit, as much as he can.
That's true. This one wasn't shot in any remote location, like an island or a beach.
Yeah, this was just like a boring ass town, like what, Massachusetts?
It was Salem. Massachusetts.
Yeah,
that's a big part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, who cares?
Salem. The most important town in
you
American
think he wanted
history,
to be there?
Maybe not really. I would go to.
I'm
Salem.
sure it was just filmed in.
It was
Beverly
actually
Hills.
filmed in Salem. Yeah.
But
how would you know, Jimmy? You've been to Salem.
He's lived in Salem for like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Dude.
Where have you been, man?
I'll have you know.
He lives in the Gem District of Salem, Massachusetts.
I'll have you know, one of my favorite YouTubers, Atun Shea Films, used to live in Salem, so I know a lot about Salem.
I'm sure you do.
We should play the Salem Witch Trials. We should play that game.
Anyway, let's find a point. Yeah, Adam Sandler, all of his like mainline movies, he plays a very special character. I think that's his crutch. I don't think he can really play different. Like, can't really play a normal character.
He can.
Comedic
he
film.
was in the Meyerowitz stories, It was a Noah Baumbach movie where he plays like an older brother who's been kind of ignored by his father growing up, and he's just kind of a little resentful to him for that. And it's a really good movie.
Is it comedic movie?
Kind of. It's a drama comedy, I guess.
Oh.
A dramedy, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really know where I was going with all that nonsense I was talking about.
Final thoughts on Hubie Halloween, everyone.
Oh, we're ending it now.
I think we need to go longer, honestly. I feel like
I do too.
Do we have more energy for Hubie Halloween?
I think Brent kind of expanded all of our energy.
This is going to be our longest podcast.
It's not that bad, the things I said, besides that one thing I said that was admittedly off key and was on purposely.
Can you like dub in like a manly character from Animal Crossing like talking over Brent? Sometimes like when he says stuff we don't want to.
That was the whole point.
I'll replace Brent's voice with like an Animal Crossing dialogue.
Yeah, it's like
that was the whole point. Was that you could put something funny over that instead of the word I actually said.
that was his ploy all along.
That was the thing.
he was doing
it.
You were doing an Adam Sandler bit.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna put 10 minutes of like a random Adam Sandler movie over that? It's 10 minutes of that one guy from The Waterboy who can't talk because he just speaks like Creole.
I hate Creoles.
God damn it.
I hate French Americans. Like, get out of here. Go back to Napoleon, you French.
Brent, you might need to be canceled for the podcast.
The Louisiana Purchase, am I right, guys?
I agree. Like, Thomas Jefferson, he did some pretty bad things to those slaves he owned. The worst thing he did was buying a bunch of French people.
We're going down this.
You know, that slave he raped and had a baby with. That's nothing compared to allowing all those Frenchies into the country. You have a big job ahead of you, Jamie.
I could really fire you right now.
Yeah, I almost want to I feel like we owe JD money for like editing this.
I don't know what you're gonna keep from all this.
I feel like we need to pay him.
I'm this close, Brent.
You're gonna get fired. So, guys, what did you think of Adam Sandler's Hubie Halloween?
It was okay. I like that how in every movie Adam Sandler plays Hubie Halloween.
JD, what did you think of Adam Sandler's Hubie Halloween?
You know, if you want to not pay attention to a movie and just be on your phone or just drink, it's honestly not a bad time. It's one of the better like Happy Madison movies, if not probably the best Happy Madison movie.
Now, me personally, I loved this film. Okay,
really...
I actually did. It was kind of like a warm blanket. I was like,
yeah,
fine.
This movie was like a big glass of apple cider.
I felt peaceful.
It's like a big glass of apple cider, but it has like a weird speck in it. You don't know what that speck is, and you're like, your mind races to all the things that speck could be. You know, and then you drink it anyway. What has, and then that speck is like poop jokes. That's the thing I was going. Yeah.
I personally loved his projectile vomiting scene.
And
his CGI puke. Somebody got paid to do that.
Puke.
Hey, it did. I was watching that scene, and you can see the wet ground behind him after he pukes.
Yeah,
so that was a nice attention to detail. In
afterwards.
I know, but that was some nice attention to detail. They thought to be like, hey, he can't just puke and the ground be dry.
I like how we're praising the movie for the bare minimum.
Well,
the bare minimum being CGI vomit. Yeah.
I mean, as far as like straight to Netflix Adam Sandler movies go, you really can't get better than this movie. It's admittedly a very low bar. It's a very shallow pool to swim in, but this movie really rises to the occasion. It doesn't, it's like an Adam Sandler movie. It takes its floaties off in order to swim where others have grown laconic and Laconic's not a good word to put there.
Brent, you're fired.
So,
I
JD,
don't know why.
what are me and you and only me and you going to be talking about next week?
Are you sure? Are you sure there's not? I don't know. I feel like we didn't really say anything about Hubie Halloween.
No, we said a lot.
Yeah, there's plenty said about Hubie Halloween.
Are you sure? Sure you don't want to talk about Toupee Guy or his wife or the romance subplots? Because there's 2 romance subplots.
No, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sure you don't want to talk about the Toupee man's thirst? That was a thirsty man.
Who? Ray Liotta?
No, the Toupee guy, the guy that always wore a toupee.
He was
He
pretty
was
thirsty.
thirsty. He was
Ray
very
Liotta was
thirsty.
also really thirsty. He's trying to
Ray
hit on
Liotta was really thirsty too. Isn't Ray Liotta like a famous isn't he from like The Godfather?
No, he's in Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Same
Why
thing.
was he in this movie?
I don't fucking know. He needed a paycheck.
Why was Joe Pesci in Home Alone? We don't know. We
Who's
don't
Joe
know.
Pesci?
He was in
What do you mean?
Goodfellas.
Who's Joe Pesci?
Oh, is Joe Pesci the
He's in the Wet Bandits from the Home Alone.
Oh!
And Home Alone 2 Lost in New York.
I didn't realize that was. I realized the Joe Pesci connection. Because he was the like short guy in Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
My Cousin Vinny.
I didn't realize that. Goodfellas is a good movie.
Have you not seen Goodfellas?
I've seen it, yeah.
I actually haven't seen
Jeez.
Goodfellas.
How did you know Joe Pesci was in Goodfellas then?
It's pretty
Everybody
common
knows Joe
knowledge.
Pesci's in
I didn't know this. I don't know actors, man.
Now, personally, I do know him as Harry from the Home Alone franchise.
That's where he's best known.
Probably.
Half of the Wet Bandits.
I'm
Home
more of a
Alone is
Marv
such
guy
a-
myself, but
I don't like Marv.
well, fuck
Not a
you,
Marv
Brent.
fellow.
Like Marv?
Dude, Marv
I don't
is the
know.
best Wet Bandit.
Marv looks like a child predator that smokes weed. I really shouldn't have drank. I didn't realize that those 2, the malt liquor, the 20 ounces of malt liquor I drank.
I can't
would
wait
have
for
this
Brent to
effect.
listen back to this.
I really don't want to.
I can't wait for
will
him to
listen
sober up and listen to this.
I feel like
Send
Just
Brent the
like-
raw MP4.
Yeah.
please don't. I regret so much in my life. I regret being born as
So here's part 2 of the podcast.
We're gonna have this is gonna be our first part 2. We need to end this podcast on a cliffhanger. Is it my turn to recommend something this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was my. Okay. I did it. Yeah. This time. So yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you
your
made
turn.
me watch that god awful Uncut Gem movie. So
Well, I can't help it if you just.
it's the worst
stupid.
film I've ever seen in my life.
All right, Peyton. So what movies are we watching next week?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's continue the anxiety trilogy of episodes here, and we'll go with Hereditary and Midsommar. We'll go with the Ari Aster double feature.
Perfect.